Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. So yeah. Bro. Oh wow, we got this dance thing, bro. Flower Feather Clan. But we'll do that. We'll do that afterwards, bro. We'll do that later in the episode, bro. But for now, we're doing Shieldon's story quest, so, aka the Children of the Echoes, Tribal Chronicles.
It's been several days now. Wonder if Tlasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription. Since Nechka's birthday is around the corner, let's go to the tribe and buy some things, and then pay the family a visit.
Yeah, she is.
Shilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
She fell asleep.
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
Yeah, it sounds like Jillian does not want to work.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shilonen!
If I was Jillian right now, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing there?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh, you two seem to be in good spirits. Oh, how's your ancient name been? Run into any issues?
Fine.
Oh, good. It was my first time working with the Lord of the Night to forge an ancient name, and you're not even from Natlan. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the axe, Shilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
You give these kinds of things as birthday gifts?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations. Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tasoli's, I even brought Nechka. Huh. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is
You mean
almost already full.
is that long?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tassoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
I was just wondering the same thing. Yeah, that could be a little embarrassing.
Don't worry. We usually ask Tassoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
It just reminded me of the person who would do that. So like one of Chevron's schemes.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tassoli to make some money by selling these.
Not only would Chevron would do this, but also Dory would do this as well.
At least she and little Nachka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again? Ugh, this memory of mine.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tassoli and Nachka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tassoli, too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her?
Explain your encounter with
Oh, so that's
God,
how you
okay,
met her.
talking.
She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
I also wanted to get her a gift. I also want to get a gift for Nachat. But I don't have an idea of what she like.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise!
Not every gift has to be a fucking surprise, stupid.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like?
For real.
Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
I have loads of those. My bag.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nechka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Great idea, let's go and ask her.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, To Kill, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
Yeah, so this is the somewhat aged copy of that story. We'll go down slowly, bro. So that y'all guys could read the shit, bro. You could pause at any time, bro. So yeah. Cause this whole story is so fucking long to read, bro. Matter of fact, it'll be way too long, bro. Holy shit, yeah, it'll be way too fucking long, bro. Try to go down as slowly as I can, bro. So yeah. Okay, oh my god. Holy shit, that's a lot, bro. Like, it, yeah, it's definitely way too much for me to read on this damn stream, bro. Like, deadass, bro. It would take me forever, bro. Hell, it would probably take me this entire stream. I don't even know. Or at least most of the streams to do so. So, yeah.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Remok said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left."
So what about the other version of the story?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending.
Kind of like what Disney does with Brother Grimm's fairy tales, so yeah. So yeah, bro. So yeah, bro, because if you didn't know, yeah, guys, the you know those Disney movies that be like from the ones that's based off fairy tales, like, you know, Little Mermaid, Tangled, fucking what was it, Beauty and the Beast, I think it was. You know, Snow White, Cinderella, you know, stuff like that. you know how Disney be having these like happy ever afters and shit like that. You know how Disney stories tend to be like always have a happy ending. Well, the versions we have from Disney is actually a heavily edited version of what the original fairy tales were about. So yeah, and the original versions tend to be pretty gruesome, bruh, and dark, bruh. So yeah, which is so, which if you read some of the original versions of the fairy tales, it might make you think that thank God Disney had heavily edited the stories to make it family friendly. So yeah, bro. It's crazy how in the Little Mermaid, Ariel gets the prince, but I think in the original fairy tale, she doesn't get the prince, and that she ends her own life. Like, damn, a lot of this shit is pretty dark, bro. A lot of the original versions of these fairy tales. So yeah. And I would say thank God Disney heavily edited these shits, bro. Because no kid wants to know about the original versions of these fairy tales, bro.
However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies, and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves.
Yeah, bro, because they didn't like how they changed up the story to make it a much more happier ending, which is why they've been collecting dust on store shelves, and that's how shit be going on sale often. Either that or the bargain bin. Huh? They're usually for pieces of media that don't sell well. So yeah.
The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it.
Yeah, that's how it usually is when it comes to like pieces of media that don't sell well, such as books, video games, DVDs, stuff like that. They would often either be often discounted or often go to the bargain bin section of the store. Say, so yeah. So yeah, we've seen it a lot.
Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find.
That's because people love the older version, bro. That's why it's more rare, bro. That's why it probably goes up for a high price. Meanwhile, the newer version, the one that did not sell well, will most likely be forgotten, bro. Over time, bro. I know there's terrible pieces of media that tend to get forgotten even years later, but there's certain pieces of terrible media that people have not forgotten about. Like, for example, Data Design Interactive. They're a horrible video game company that is infamous for basically recycling a lot of shit, recycling a lot of material for the video games. So not only that, but they constantly be releasing these same games, just under different brandings and different reskins. So yeah, that is just sheer laziness of fucking Data Design Interactive. Not only that, but they tend to at times rip off more popular games. Like, for example, Data Design Interactive had this one game called London had this one called London Taxi Rush Hour, which was a straight up rip off of Crazy Taxi. So yeah. Hell, and in terms of like re-releasing the same game just under different brandings. Infamous example of it is Ninja Breadman. So yeah, Ninja Breadman was a game that was released in, I think it was released in 2005 for the PS2 and 2007 for the Wii, and it was received poorly. It was considered to be one of the worst video games of all time. Apparently, Data Design Interactive liked it so. Apparently, Data Design Interactive decided to release the same game 4 times, bro. Yep, 4 times. Ninja Breadman being one of them. The other 3 being Rock and Roll Adventures, Mythmakers, Trixie and Toyland, and Anubis the Second. And before you ask, there was never an Anubis 1. There was never an Anubis 1. It's supposed to be pronounced as Anubis the Second. So yeah. So yeah. All 4 of these games are basically just the same fucking game, just with different, just with a different reskin, bro, with a different skin, bro, attached to it, bro. For example, Ninja Breadman has the candy theme. Rock and Roll Adventures, fucking music theme. Anubis the Second, Egyptian theme. Mythmakers, Trixie and Toyland, a toy theme, bruh.
Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old, though, so please be gentle with it.
Yeah, because you don't want to mess up the fucking book.
Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition, too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolatl.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
It can be pretty bad, Paimon, because if they're trying to just give away something because they can't sell it, you know it's probably bad, bro. You could fucking read them.
But you'll have to carry Paimon for a while. Once Paimon's done reading it herself, she'll read it out for you.
We all know that you're dumb as hell, Paimon.
Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
We've been in that cutscene for like 20 minutes because I've been talking, bro. Hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
If ever you find that the animals in Nodcry behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
I'm back. So yeah, let's go. But I am gonna hold off from doing shielding and shit for now. So yeah. So yeah, bro. People of the Springs, let's go. We're back at it again, bro. Are the people of the Springs holding some kind of event? It seems like more visitors around here. I want to see someone from Samara over there too. And they're putting on some kind of dance performance. Yeah. I see that dazzling hero and his shitty advisor Paimon here too. I'm not saying adorable, fuck that. I'm saying shitty because Paimon is a terrible companion in my opinion, bro. The warrior I respect most, the champion of both the martial and dance arts, and the connoisseur of life. I extend to my most sincere greetings. You look kind of familiar, miss. And also, how you know that that dancing makes the traveler happy? It's because I saw her having a good time dancing at the stadium of the Sacred Flame. After we took a picture together, I went off to an inconspicuous corner, watched the traveler dance while munching on my sorriest crackers. Dancing is all about relaxing and letting yourself go. I had to stop myself from jumping up there to play backup dancer. I remember you now, and I'm most honored that you do. Folks aside, as you can see, we have a few friends from Smurl here with us. Mutota, Amina, Pakal, and Milani came together. It was decided that the Flower Fair clan will host them together with the Children of Echoes and the people of the Springs. Like, there's quite a few Amrite mercenaries here too. Let me guess, you folks became friends with them after some sort of fight or something? Sort of. But we didn't fight each other, if that's what you're thinking. So we were having a barbecue party at the southern edge of the desert when a bunch of vicious red vultures showed up and attacked us right when we were too stuffed to even move. And they were using all these really sneaky tactics to try to fight them and best we could, but they eventually wore us down with their use of the terrain there. In the end, we were so exhausted we had no choice but to beat a retreat. Not surprised, we ran into a group of mercenaries while pulling back, and they started up this mysterious war dance right in front of the vultures. That must have sent some kind of message to the vultures, because they actually backed off after that. Did you just say that they shoot off the red vultures for the war dance? Can't imagine how terrifyingly odd those dance moves must have been. Are you sure those vultures weren't already acquainted with the mercenaries or something? Totally incredible, isn't it? We were really curious about the secret of that dance too. After tying up the camp, we ate and drank to our heart's content. It was only after we'd done that we started swapping pointers on dance techniques. After that, whenever we were interrupted by other monsters or wild beasts, we simply grabbed our weapons and let's and let them have it. In less than 2 weeks, we became ironclad battle buddies and dance buddies for life. And before we said our goodbyes, we agreed to formally visit each other's camps in the future to keep the dance exchange going. This is the beginning of that. Wait, Traveler, Paimon doesn't think we ever take part of this sort of dance exchange. You never take part of anything, Paimon. Between the people of Sumeru and Natlan before. I love to see it for myself. We have such a special opportunity. How about you give us a massive class while you're with us? Milani's here too, by the way. Definitely the most joyful dance rep among us. As our friends from the Amorites have gone all out and hired one of the most famous local dancers to lead and advise the Sumeru group. I'm sure you know that dancer too. Nilu, definitely Nilu. I don't think thanks for you talking about. We should give her a big surprise later. Count me in. This day is getting better. As Milani said, the vibe is now absolutely vibing. Come on, let's go look for her. I can already tell because I could easily tell Milani because it's the people of the springs. That's where Milani's from, and Nilu I could tell from this from this cutout, bruh. Supposedly cutouts of both Milani and Nilu. So yeah. Oh my! If it isn't the famous Traveler? And here I thought we were exceptionally fortunate to have Miss Nilu with us. Now we have the ultimate pro here. Oh yeah, keep going. Keep calling me Traveler. It's music to my ears. Wasn't Paimon the one who was supposed to say that? Nah, fuck that. Paimon. You don't get to say shit. Fuck that. You already spoken more than enough for this fucking game in general. That's right. When the dumbass Paimon say some words, they sound so light and nimble, like a soft, bouncy sound of a ukulele. No, Nusta, no. Paimon's voice sounds like nails on the chalkboard. That's what they sound like straight up nails from the chalkboard. Nails on. When I say those words, the words come out like the riffs of a drummer, half barrel deep ink, punchy and steeped in rhythm. No, the way you probably sound, the way you probably say it, Nusta feels like a soft sound, while Paimon sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Like, of course, I learned from the master Ian-san that double kicking bass drum is always better. Ideally, I should roll non-stop, like an automatic gun. So it doesn't really matter if we share the same lines because we complement each other with our voices anyway, like a chorus. Besides, we can even help you nail the rhythm. What in the world are you going on about? See, Paimon being an idiot. I think Nusta got straight into the heart of matter. Rhythm. Just because our dance is free and expressive doesn't mean we could do whatever we want. At the very least, we still have to make sure our key movements land right on the beat. We already have new choreography placed, but our newcomers and the new Saurians who have come to try out are struggling to find their rhythm. Since you're here, Traveler, wouldn't you mind helping us out as a rhythm coach? But our newcomers and new Saurians will be able to focus up and learn quickly with you around. Sure, my rhythm's rock solid, then Paul will cheer you on from the sidelines. And she'll also send everyone your leading from moral support. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, pay attention. Drum beats and music. Oh my god. This fucking dinosaur. Yeah, the goal is to stay on beat. Yeah, that's the goal, is to stay on beat, bruh. Oh, there they are. Wait, let me collect my shit first. Wow, you get to unlock the cardboard cutouts of both Milani and Nilu. Let's talk to them. Nilu, come try this. I shaped the samosas the way you like it and placed them into the broth made with green wave sunfish, spray feather gill, and pepper. After letting them simmer for half an hour, I then dried the samosas on low heat. It tastes totally different now, doesn't it? It's amazing. It's like I'm tasting waves and waves coming in. There's an additional pep to the clear, clean taste of the dish. The crunchiness of the samosa makes the savory meat filling burst with every bite, leaving a rhythm filled with joy. So yeah, bruh. Just one bite, more lightweight. Cheerful melodies for the lyre are coming to mind already. As soon as Nasta showed me the recipe, I just knew a snack like this would work perfectly with the seafood we have here in that land. And it's quite a substantive snack. It makes it a great pick-me-up for after dance practices. Yeah. So let's go, bro. Now let's get cracking on a few more snacks for our dancers, bruh. I'm just looking at the shit, bruh. Trying to see what I know that Durin, you know that dragon motherfucker, bro, that turned into a human when he appeared in Nocry. Yeah, I can tell that he's gonna be for Luna 3, bro. Yehoda most likely for Luna 3 as well, bro. I honestly can't wait till Columbina becomes in a part of the game. I know for sure Columbina's gonna be 5-star, bro. For sure, because she's the one kind of running Nodcry, bro. Yehoda, I could tell Yehoda's gonna be 4 stars. That's the only logical explanation, bro. Saying that she works for Nefer, a 5-star character. Like, let's get cracking on a few more snacks for our dancers. Paimon can't stand listen to this anymore. She wants some of that so bad. No, Paimon, you already have enough snacks, Paimon. No, you already have enough snacks. Like, hell no. Is that Traveler and Paimon? See, you two are finally here. Awesome. Our distinguished guest, Traveler and Paimon, has arrived. Looks like I got here a little late. Did I miss the memo or something? Nilo and I were getting to know each other all day. If you came this morning, you could have joined me in talking and taking her a tour of the Imperial Springs. I can't believe that my trusted partner, the hero of all Natland, someone just as important as the host, has failed to properly welcome a distinguished guest who came such a long way. I ought to punish you for that. Punish how? Punishment is to stick with Nilo and I for the rest of the day and eat out our attempts at Natland Samaro fusion food until you drop. And when night comes, if Nilo is too excited to fall asleep, you have to tell her sweet bedtime stories, so she drifts off to dreamland. Ooh, that sounds like a Lonnie-style punishment, that's for sure. I was sure that you take the double or triple. That is that right, Traveler? Like, what? You're not part of the punishment, so you're not the hero from that land. We should tell bedtime stories. Wait, why is it in command? Like, Paimon does not have the right to command shit. I like the commitment to a bit, Traveler. You must be in a good mood, huh? In that case, I think I'll be able to sleep. I don't think I'll be able to sleep at all. Wait, I mean, you're a Traveler supervisor amongst travel warriors, Milani. Of course not. We were just kidding. I'm just mimicking the serious way Arminius speaks. I mean, if we're going by experience of battlefield achievements, I should be Traveler's subordinate instead. Or to use that recently trending light novel trope, I'll be Traveler's captain of the guard. Captain of the guard, that's quite an impressive title. So much for that advisor. Kind of pales in comparison. Like, because you don't do anything, Paimon. You don't do anything. Let's be honest, Paimon. You don't even do anything. You just float there, doing nothing. Well, according to Miss Soul of the Deeps, a brief overview of the light novel tropes. Apart from the Royal Advisor, you all speak Sir, a lucky star, Paimon. She is not lucky at all. Well, in other words, you bring Traveler back luck with more, even when you do nothing at all. Paimon doesn't even do anything in general. Like, what did Paimon do to help impact the story? Nothing. So she's basically just a waste of space, in my opinion, bruh. Paimon's a fan of the role for sure. 0 fights, but lots of influence. You don't even do shit. Like, you don't fight for shit, Paimon. You don't even do anything. You don't even have any influence. And if we are to stick to the pattern, then you be our friendly magic teacher next door, Nilu. I mean, we're about the same age, but you're incredibly knowledgeable, and you have this gentle, subtle way of making profound ideas easy for everyone to understand. Shouldn't I be some kind of helper with Styles' blessings instead? Besides, I don't really know anything profound. That's what you call being a natural talent. All you did was to perform a simple little dance in front of the Saurians, and several of them have already learned how to keep to the beat. The other warriors also caught on the basic steps pretty quickly after your explanation. I'm surely that everyone will truly discover the joy of dancing once they nail the rhythm as under Traveler's guidance. Traveler and Paimon will soon see how quickly our dancers make progress thanks to you working your magic. I appreciate the kind words, but you're giving me too much credit. Well, I'm a believer in Nilu's magic. I'll come to with the finale. Don't you worry, Traveler and Paimon. Just lay your hair down at our first ever dance. Change. Feel free to show everyone your passion. Honestly, Paimon could just fuck off. That's what Paimon could do, is fuck off. And they're both right there separately, bro. So yeah, bro. Yo, bro. Let's do this before we end off the stream, bro. So yeah. Oh, its tune is called Beat of Boulders. Okay. second place, bro. Damn, I did hella good, bro. Wow. Now we're packing with content, bro. Alright, so in the next episode, we're going to be continuing Gilonin's story quest, aka the Children of Echoes' Tribal Chronicles. So yeah. Wow, this episode went by quick, bro. So, I'll see you guys next time. Viper, sign off.